I knew it was a life or death situation. Either you do what you have to do to control the situation or you're going to die. And that's what I did.
In the most terrifying moment of his life, Darren Harrison proved calm and collected.
I've got a serious situation here. My pilot has gone incoherent.
The 39-year-old, whose career focuses on flooring sales, was traveling home from a fishing trip in the Bahamas on board a single-engine Cessna 208.
Big a deal.
Only two others were on board, the pilot and the pilot's friend.
My nightmare's always been when I go on flights like this. What happens if something health-wise happens to the pilot? What's going to happen?
You've thought about that before?
Oh, I've thought about it many a times.
Initially, Darren said everything seemed to be normal.
And you didn't seem to be a nervous flyer. You took a shot at the cockpit with your feet up and back.
Yep, I was just back there relaxing.
But shortly after taking that photo, he heard from the pilot, and everything changed.
I saw he kind of did a move like this and said, guys, I got to tell you, I don't feel good. And I said, what's wrong? And he said, I got a headache and I'm fuzzy and I just don't feel right. And I said, what do we need to do? And at that point, he didn't respond at all. He was already done.
What was the position of his body in that moment?
He was still leaned back.
So he never slumped forward?
Correct. Never slumped forward at all. At that point, he wasn't responding to us yelling at him. So I moved to the front, and by the time I had moved forward to the front of the airplane, I realized that we had now gone into a dive at a very fast rate. All I saw when I came up to the front was water out the right window, and I knew it was coming quick.
The plane is in a nosedive, essentially.
Correct. Yes. And at that point, I knew if I didn't react that we would die. And so I reached over his body because he's at this point unresponsive. I kind of put my arm over to where my elbow is sitting here, and I grabbed the controls of the airplane and slowly started to pull back on the stick and turn.
How did you know how to do that?
Just common sense, I guess, being on airplanes, because I knew if I went up and yanked that the airplane would stall. And I also knew at the rate we were probably going way too fast, and it would rip the wings off the airplane.
Let's just stop for 1 minute right there before you talk to any air traffic controller, before you put on any headset. The pilot is still in the seat.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's a miracle right there.
That's the scariest part of the whole story.
Defying death in that moment was just the first miracle that day. Darren then found himself in the pilot's seat over open ocean with no flight experience and, at first, no way to call for help.
I now have the availability to climb into the seat to fly the airplane. I sit down and I'm trying to put on the headset that the pilot was wearing. And so I pull on the wires and I pull up and they're all frayed. The plug's gone off the end of the headphones. And so now I don't have a headset to use.
So now your lifeline, you're literally holding a frayed cord that could be your lifeline to talk to anyone.
Yes. So I immediately turn to the guy next to me and say, I'm gonna need your headset because I gotta talk to somebody.
The person on the ground was Captain Bobby Morgan, an air traffic controller and part-time flight instructor.
All my GPSs have gone out. I have no idea where I am. And then it was, well, what do you see? I see the state of Florida and I see a small airport. And they said, can you drop to 5,000 and maintain? And I said, I can try. I can work on it. But I'm still trying to figure this thing out.
You didn't have any shoes on.
Nope, I was barefoot. My shoes were in the back.
You're practicing going up, going down, getting the feel for the controls.
Yeah, because at some point, the realization sits in of you're going to have to land the airplane.
There's only one way to get down.
One way.
Did it ever cross your mind that you wouldn't try? Or was it just like, I can't do this?
No. No. When I was flying and saw the state of Florida, at that second, I knew I'm going to land the airplane. I don't know what the outcome's going to be. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm going to have to land this airplane because there's no other option. At that point, we turn around and look, and the pilot's still not conscious in the back.
With Captain Morgan's guidance, Darren navigated the plane to Palm Beach International Airport.
And he kept telling me the whole time, the runway's going to keep getting bigger as you get closer to it. Just keep focused on that and just keep descending. And I remember getting to around 200 feet, and he said, hey, you're going to need to slow down some more. You're still coming in pretty fast. And at that point, I told the other guy, I said, hey, take the throttle and dump it on the floor. Just dump it on the floor as far as it'll go.
Moments later, Darren touched down on the runway.
So
And then you slammed on those brakes with your bare feet.
I slowly feathered the brakes as I'm going down the runway. And surprisingly, I felt so comfortable with it. I radioed to the guy and I said, hey, I'm feeling pretty confident in the brakes and everything. Do you guys want me to turn off the runway so I can clear this thing out?
You offered to park.
Yeah.
And when did you exhale?
I said thank you for everything, and I threw the headset on the dash and said the biggest prayer I've ever said in my life. That's when all the emotion set in.
Can you share what your prayer was?
It was a thankful prayer for the safety and everything that had happened. But the last part of the prayer and the strongest part was for the guy in the back. Because I knew it was not a good situation. Yeah.
Your thoughts immediately turned to him.
Yes, absolutely.
And how is he?
He is expected to leave the hospital, I believe, on Monday.
Wow.
Yes.
Another miracle.
Yes. When they took him to the hospital, he was not expected to live.
Once safely on the ground, Darren's first call was to his wife, Brittany, who's pregnant with their first child, a baby girl.
Everybody's asked me, like, well, what if you would have crashed and died and you didn't get a chance to tell your wife you loved her? You could have at least called her. You could have reached out to her. You had time. In my mind, I knew I wasn't going to die. And the thought never crossed my mind to call and tell my wife bye.
But Brittany feared the worst.
I saw his name pop up on my phone, and I always calculate, like when I think he's going to land. I immediately looked at my watch and I was like, he should have 20 more minutes of flight time. So, honestly, I took a deep breath and prepared myself for it to not be him on the other line.
What was it like to hear her voice?
It was one of the biggest reliefs because I was safe.
You're 7 months pregnant, and you had been worrying about your husband for a reason.
Yeah, so a year ago in April, we lost my brother-in-law while my sister was 6 months pregnant. And when I saw his name on the phone, I told myself, I said, God, we can't do this again. I don't think I can do it again. And thankfully, we didn't have to.
Did you think about your little girl?
I did. Oh, yeah. It's one of the first things that went through my mind. As I was climbing to the front and that plane was in a dive, I was just looking, going, I can't die today. Brittany's pregnant, I got a baby on the way. Not today. Today's not my day.
An unwavering determination to survive in the air, guided by the heavens.
What enabled you to manage in a crisis, a life or death emergency like that, and stay so focused and calm?
God.
You felt God's presence there?
Mm-hmm.
Can you explain how?
So everybody always asks me, how did the airplane do what it did? How did it stay together? How did you pull it out? It's the hand of God was on that plane.
Yeah. And on you.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the only thing I can attribute it to. It's no other explanation for it.
I'm speechless.
Isn't he incredible? I know. It was wow. It was such an honor to get to speak to him. He's really incredible, so inspiring, very funny. He also said, I said, are you like a calm person? Is that kind of your thing? And he said, no.
Really?
Yeah, he said, actually, in fact, as a youngster, I was kind of hot-headed. He's like, I've been working on my dad and going to church and Bible study, trying to calm down. But it's pretty incredible. The other thing, and we'll talk about it in the third hour, but now, look, we're all aerospace engineers now, but it's like you need flaps to land the plane. And he tells this whole story about what happened when he tried to lower the flaps, and he ends up flying without flaps. So he lands without flaps, which is a thing.
His presence of mind every step of the way.
Yes.
And the fact that he said, today's not my day, to have that kind of calm confidence.
Yes. And it really was miracle upon miracle. And I think he, first of all, it was overwhelming because suddenly the whole world is calling him. He goes, I didn't know there was a Today Show in Australia. I was like, that wasn't my call. But, he really wanted to, he was so worried for the pilot. Yeah. And he wanted to make sure that that was going to be okay. And it sounds like it is.
Today might be the day he's out.
Yes, I hope so. So
that was awesome.
Really cool. We're going to have a lot more. There's some more to the story. If you can believe it. We're going to have a little bit more.
I could listen to you guys for another hour.
Yeah, it's incredible. So.
Great.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.